Welcome to this next video from Howard Piano Industries. Today we're going to be showing you, demonstrating our piano bench cushions that we are carrying again. We carried them for years before, but it's been a couple of years since we had them available. But we're once again offering them. We're going to show you just. We've only got certain colors available, and they're all at least right now, going to be in the suede fabric. So we're going to show you a couple different options here. We have two thicknesses available, and again, you can choose the length and the width of your piano bench. So when you're measuring your piano bench lid, you want to measure usually the underside. Okay, so this would be the length of the piano bench lid, and then of course from the width would be this direction right here. So if you measure that, and usually the reason we ask you to measure the underside is because some of them have a beveled edge like this piano bench does, where the top of the lid is not as wide and long as the bottom, because it's kind of angled here. So to get the best fit, we want you to measure the bottom side of the bench lid. Now if you have a flat edge like some piano benches do, then you can measure the top, but you want to measure it so that you do the full outside dimension of the lid to get the best fit. Okay, now here on this bench we've got an example of a 2.5 inch thick cushion. Uses 2 inch foam, 2 inch thick foam, and then by the time we've got the fabric and then the foam is wrapped in batting, makes the thickness approximately 2.5 inch thick. So that's an example. And if you want something with a significant amount of cushion, that 2.5 inch thick option is going to be what you're going to want. Now this one right here is the 1.5 inch thick. It uses 1 inch of foam, and the finished thickness is about 1.5 inches. Not a lot of cushion with this thickness, just because there's not a real thick pad in there, but it does provide protection for the bench, obviously, and some cushion, when you're sitting on it, and especially if you've got an old bench that's maybe scratched up, it's going to cover the top of the bench so that it makes it look nicer. And all of our bench covers, piano bench cushions, come with 3 sets of straps. Okay, so those you just will tie to the underside of the bench like we've got here. Okay, so you kind of wrap it around and put it through underneath there, and then tie it underneath, and that'll be underneath the lid. Most piano benches are going to have a lid that raises up like this. Some piano benches don't. If you've got a bench that the lid doesn't raise, the straps can just go underneath, but you'll have to just let us know if that's the case so we can make the straps longer for you. So those are our piano bench cushions. Right now I think we've got about 4 colors. We're going to be getting a few more, but I think we've got black, brown, red, and gray, and we'll probably get a tan one. We don't have this fabric available any longer. This was something we had from previously, the one we used to have the cushions available. So but if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Our website is howardpianoindustries.com, and you can order your cushions there.